A deadly suicide bombing at a Shia mosque in Pakistan's capital has ripped through Islamabad's carefully curated image of security, exposing deep internal fault lines within the Pakistani state. As worshippers were targeted during Friday prayers, Islamabad rushed to blame India and Afghanistan, once again deflecting attention from its own intelligence failures, sectarian fault lines, and the long term consequences of nurturing terrorist networks now turning inward.
This was the deadliest suicide attack in Pakistan's capital in more than a decade. A gunman opened fire at the gates of a Shia mosque in Islamabad's Tarlai Kalan area before detonating an explosive vest inside the Khadija Tul Kubra Imam Barga. At least 31 people were killed, more than 160 wounded. Images from the site showed blood-soaked prayer halls, shattered glass, and panicked worshippers scrambling for safety. The attacker struck after being challenged by security guards, raising immediate questions about intelligence preparedness even in one of Pakistan's most heavily guarded cities. Dozens of injured were found not just inside the mosque but also in the surrounding compound gardens, underlining the scale of the breach.
मस्जिद में गया नमाज़ पढ़ने के लिए जुमे का, तो वहाँ ब्लास्ट हो गया और वो शदीद ज़ख्मी है, इधर है। और एक मेरे भतीजे का बेटा भी, वो भी शहीद हो गया वहाँ। तो अभी ये इधर ऑपरेशन थिएटर में।
Survivors described a terrifying sequence: gunfire, silence, and then the explosion just as prayers began.
पहले फायर हुए कोई 5-6 फायर हुए हैं, उसके बाद ये नहीं कोई आवाज़ या इस तरह का कुछ भी नहीं आया। बाद में तकरीबन भी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 15-20 सेकंड गुजरे होंगे, धमाका हुआ। धमाके में बस भगदड़ मच गई है, कोई इधर उधर जा रहा था, कोई इधर जा रहा था, इस तरह। मुझे महसूस नहीं हुआ कि मुझे कुछ लगा हुआ है। मेरी ये कमर पे ना ऐसे बिल्कुल सुई हो गई थी, जैसे कोई वो नहीं होती, इस तरह का मुझे पैर पता चला है कि पैर मुझे भी कुछ लगे हैं।
Within hours, Pakistan's Defence Minister Khwaja Asif blamed India and Afghanistan, claiming without evidence that the attacker had links across the border. New Delhi rejected the accusations as baseless, reiterating its condemnation of terrorism in all forms. Kabul too dismissed the claims, calling the remarks hasty and irresponsible. Conflict monitors, including ACLED, say the attack bears the hallmark of the Islamic State. That assessment gained weight after Islamic State in Pakistan claimed responsibility overnight, releasing details of the attacker's movements and the operation. Authorities later confirmed the bomber was a Pakistani national who had recently travelled to Afghanistan. Several facilitators, including family members, were arrested in raids across Islamabad and northwestern Pakistan. For Pakistan's Shia community, already a vulnerable minority in a predominantly Sunni country of 241 million, this attack is part of a grim pattern. Shias have repeatedly been targeted by sectarian groups such as Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and Islamic State, both of which openly brand them heretics. The Islamic State has previously described Pakistani Shias as a human reservoir, justifying attacks on civilians inside places of worship. Local residents say the tragedy was preventable.
ये जो इमाम बारगाह है, यहाँ नमाज जुम्मा के टाइम जो है बहुत ज़्यादा रश होता है, तो मेरे हिसाब में एज ए इंतज़ामिया सिक्योरिटी लोगों को, गवर्नमेंट को चाहिए था कि यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करते, और सिक्योरिटी की नाअहलियों की वजह से ये हादसा जो है हुआ है, जो कि नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी भी जगह पे नहीं होना चाहिए.
Analysts say the rush to externalize blame reflects mounting pressure on Pakistan's security establishment, already grappling with escalating violence in Balochistan, sustained attacks by the TTP, and growing unrest in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Experts argue Islamabad's long-standing policy of nurturing extremist groups has created a cycle of blowback now hitting the heart of the capital.
The Shias in Pakistan have been traditionally attacked. In fact, Pakistan is a story of, country which lost its democratic destiny a country which is occupied by its own army, a country where terrorist forces are active within Pakistan, and we have to take note, have been occasionally against India too. Yes, India is absolutely correct, and I am glad to take note that India has condemned the attack, which is that's what we should do wherever it happens under the moon, because we as a country are against all terrorist attacks, terrorism in all its manifestations, and this is one of the worst. That it has happened in Pakistan does not and should not give us any particular pleasure.
As families wait outside Islamabad's hospitals for news of loved ones, the blast has laid bare a stark reality. Pakistan's internal security crisis is no longer confined to its peripheries. The capital itself is now a target, exposing the high cost of denial, deflection, and decades of militant patronage.